Hello, welcome to the last three assignment of data science practical, which is stock price analysis and algorithmic trading, which is the part one. And here we are using the yfinance stock data in this assignment, and all the required installations have been done on Ubuntu, as mentioned in the assignment. And our team manager is going to present the assignment and the demo of this lab, and the with our players and Kritika. So the first part of it is to create the schema where we have to configure all the data and the tables. I just open the schema and explain the code. So here first we created a database stock portfolio, and we're using this database to load all the three tables. So the three tables that we're using here is the portfolio table, the stocks table, and the stocks data table. And we've chosen this schema because it actually fits the hierarchy levels. So in order to choose the portfolio of banking, so for the first table, create table portfolio, we can just add the ID and the name, which is the banking sector. And in the banking sector, we can just store all the stocks of different banking companies. So in that hierarchy level, we are creating another table, create table stocks with the ticker symbol, like which is associated with the stock name of the bank as a primary key, and the portfolio ID, which we are referencing as a product key from the previous table from the banking as in this case. And in the third table, we are storing the stock data of the particular company associated with that ticker symbol. So we are storing data such as price, closing price, high, low volume, and adjustment close. And here in the foreign key, we are referencing a sticker symbol, which we are using in the stock table. And from this part, the order table, stock data, and where we are creating additional constraints is because, as given in the task where you have to perform various operations on the stock data, like removing, adding, or whatever the operations in managing the portfolio, here we are using foreign key as portfolio ID, and here also we are using foreign key as ticker symbol. So if we remove the ticker symbol, so the associated data with that ticker symbol also gets lost. So in order to facilitate this functionality, we have added the extra constraint. So once if the uh, ticker symbol we are using in order to delete that symbol, so all the data associated with that also gets deleted. So the same goes with the portfolio ID. Yeah. And in order to facilitate these functionalities, we have created the additional constraints on both the tables. And we are additionally including the three columns, daily return, moving average, and volatility in the stock data for the pre-processing and the according to the Python scripts and the functionalities given in the assignment.
So that was the schema of our database, and people would see how the thing looks like. So that's for the terminal, and I have the associated Python files in this folder. Let me run one of the code that is coming from. So this is how the user would see his portfolio, and this is how we can manage it. So the functionalities we have created are like creating a portfolio, deleting a portfolio, adding specific stocks to the specific sector in a portfolio, and you can also remove the stocks from that specific portfolio. You can also display whatever we had created here, and lastly, we will fetch data from all the stocks in the specific portfolio. So as of now, if I would create a portfolio, it would ask me enter the name of portfolio. So if I create a text, so it will say portfolio tag created successfully, and we can also display the portfolio. Now you can see the ID is created, the ID is automatically entered in our database. The name is given, and also the creation date of the portfolio will be displayed. As of now, there are no stocks in the tech portfolio, so it is a blank list. But since we will be adding more stocks, I'm choosing three to add more stocks to a portfolio. It will show me enter the stock ticker. So as of now, let's say I will put it as a Apple and I will give ID 9, it will say that the AAP is added successfully. So if you check now, you will see that AAP is added in our tech portfolio. Now, let's say if I add something which is not present or is invalid name, like let's say if I want to add an SP for adding a stock, and write what it is, our portfolio ID was fine. Now, it would say that no data file or symbol may be delisted and it is an invalid stock name. So that's how we are checking if a stock name is valid from the yfinance. Now, let's add more stocks to our portfolio and we will see how we can fetch the data from it. So as of now, I will press free to add stocks to the portfolio. Data, and it says meta successfully, and you can see apply meta. Let's add one more. Now, again, we have a portfolio then in tech, and we have three stocks in it. Let's say we want to create another portfolio. So I'll press one again. Let's say I'll do even banking. Now it says portfolio banking created successfully and it's created a portfolio. The tech stock is still filled, but the banking which we just created is empty as of now, and we'll add more stocks to it. Let's say I'm adding Bank of America in the banking. Banking ID is 10. It says BA added successfully. There will be state again, BA is added. Let's add just one more. I'll add channel model. 10 for banking. And it is added successfully. So at the end, this is this is how the portfolio will look like, a tech sector, and a banking sector with the respective stocks. Now, let's say if you want to delete one of the stocks from a specific portfolio, let's say I don't want Meta as a stock in my portfolio, so I want to delete it. I will use the option 4 to remove a stock from portfolio. Now it is asking me enter the stock ticker to remove. So if I type Meta, it will also ask me ID, and it will say Meta remove successfully. Now when you look at it, it will just show two tech sector stocks and two banking sector stocks. So this is how we have created options for the user. Now when we want to fetch data, we have another option called fetch stock data for a portfolio. So if I press it will ask me which stock ID do you want to fetch from, and press 9. And it is also asking me the date. Let's say if I want to show the August month's history, I'll write independently August 1, and that time will be, let's say, between September. So you can see here, we have created a data frame to show the stock history and to display it in the terminal. I will also show you how it looks in our database. So as of now, you can see here the messages that we are printing, we are fetching data from the dates. We have detected some missing value, we are handling them, and we have also given the method that we have used to handle the missing data, that is forward fill and backward fill. Similarly, for another stock in the same portfolio, we have displayed it in the terminal. So now let's say we want to add data for the banking sector. I'll do fetch stock data at the time and at the dates. August 1. The data our database and it will get them. So these are all the functionalities present to the user. Now I will show you how it is being presented in our SQL database. So I'll press exit as of now. So currently we will be using stock portfolio database that we are creating. And here we have a few tables that we got about at the start of the meeting. The portfolio, stock data and stocks. So if we want to look at each of them, let's say we want to look at the portfolios. So these are the portfolio that we created, tech and the banking, the creation of it. And let's say if we want to see the stocks present in our portfolio, these are the stocks which are Apple Google, and if you remember the remote Meta, so it is not there in the database. And the associated portfolio ID, which is referencing to the portfolio table is here. We also added the we also priced the stock data from yfinance, so we will look at it. So this is the stock data we added. We can see there are open price, close price, high, low, volume, adjusted close. The daily return, moving average, and volatility is something we added extra to help with our predictions. Now, I wanted to show you how the deletion works because whenever we want to delete something from this table, it should reflect in all three tables so that you maintain the integrity of our database. So this and again. And now in this, if I would want to delete a portfolio completely, let's see the banking sector, we can see here Bank of America and JPM in our table. If we wanted to delete the complete portfolio, I press 2. It's asking me the name of the portfolio. And it is getting the confirmation that portfolio banking and its associated stocks are deleted successfully. So if we would see for the user, we would just see the tech company, the tech sector, but not the banking sector. And if we would want to see this in the database, I would log into the database and the portfolio. So banking has been successfully deleted, and the stocks associated with the banking sector are also deleted. And as far as stock data is concerned, you can see whatever data we have here is only with the tech sector, but not banking because we have implemented the database integrity by implementing the cascading delete with the reference key, and so that we can say if we want to delete something, it will be deleted from all of it. So that was the database implementation and also the pipeline implementation and how we have shown the interface to the user. Now we will look at the Python scripts that we are working on to show how we have implemented that.
Hi. So I'm going to show you the different functions which perform the operations which she will show you. So here's the main function and these are the different menu options that we completely looked earlier. Create a new portfolio, delete portfolio, and others. Now we have the different functions to perform each of these operations that I said, and I'm going to show you that. The first function that I'm showing you here is display stock data for portfolio. In this function, we will give the portfolio number and the start date and end date. We will fetch the stock price for each of the stocks present in that portfolio and store it in our stock table, store stock data table, and which will also store the transform data and will handle the data. Going to show you functions each for this. And this data is being stored, which we showed you earlier. Now this another function we wrote is valid stock. As my friend showed you, A 4 times A was invalid stock. So this function will detect ticker symbol is for a valid stock or not. If it's valid, then only it will be stored in the portfolio. So just create portfolio, we just create the table of portfolio having the portfolio ID and the portfolio name. The portfolio is a function written to delete the complete portfolio irrespective of the stock present there will get completely deleted. Add stock to portfolio, we can create as many portfolios as we want. So add stocks to each portfolio. We can select it and add it to the function for that. Remove stock from portfolio. So as we can add each stock to portfolio, we can remove also a stock from portfolio. So we have to just mention its ticker symbol and the portfolio ID. Display portfolio will display all the portfolios we have present with the ID, the patient date, and the stock ticker symbols for each stock present in all the portfolios. That's fine. Fetch data, fetch stock data. Here we are fetching each stock information like all these attributes, open price, close price, high, low, volume. That is the number of people traded in that particular day, adjusting closing price, and all of this information from yfinance and store it. Now, store stock data is function which is in the store. Here we are fetching it in the above function, and the next function we are storing it. Daily return, moving average, 20, and volatility are the three matrices that we are calculating so that it could help us in our prediction in the next part of our assignment. Moving average is nothing but where we are adding the closing price for the particular stock price for the last 20 days and dividing by 20. And the volatility is nothing but the standard deviation for that particular stock. And this figure indicates how volatile the stock price is and it's preferred not to trade if the price is high. So these these matrices will help us in the picture in the next part. And we're using data. So we are fetching the stock information in such a way that we're not taking the data for the non-trading days, which is weekends and common holidays. But even if there's any value which is missing, we are handling it through two methods, forward fill and backward fill. So it's the function written to handle it. And if there are no missing data information, we are also putting no missing value detected. Transform data, which is a function written to calculate the matrices that is required for us further. Here we are giving the window as 20 for this particular assignment. We're using the window to be 20, but further we can change it. We can make it 30, 40, or as per our wish, and then calculate it. So this is all is our project, and I hope you understood it and liked the presentation. Thank you.